Pete Davidson's pregnant girlfriend, Elsie Hewitt, recently gave fans an intimate glimpse into their lives when she shared a series of fun and radiant photos from her late summer vacation in Greece. The images, which quickly began making the rounds online, captured the couple basking in the joys of impending parenthood while soaking in the breathtaking Mediterranean scenery. For many fans, it was a rare chance to see Davidson outside of his usual fast-paced comedic spotlight and instead as a soon-to-be father, tenderly leaning into a new chapter of his life. The vacation photos painted a vivid picture of carefree joy mixed with the anticipation of major life changes. Elsie, a 29-year-old model and actress, looked glowing as she confidently flaunted her baby bump. In the bathroom of her hotel room, dressed in a bikini, she appeared every bit the radiant mother-to-be. Her skin glowed with a natural sheen, her expression vibrant and genuine, and her body language suggested a woman comfortable in her own skin and embracing the changes that pregnancy brings. Observers noted that she seemed to be at least 6 months along, and her smile told the story of someone not only happy but excited for what's to come. In one of the standout photos, her 31-year-old boyfriend, Pete Davidson, joined her in the frame. Shirtless, he showed off his vast tattoo collection, each ink telling its own story of his life, struggles, humor, and resilience. Wearing only moss green shorts, Pete looked relaxed, enjoying a quiet moment away from the relentless cameras and headlines that usually follow him in New York and Los Angeles. The couple even posed in a playful yet touching way, pressing their tummies together as if symbolically including Pete in Elsie's pregnancy journey. It wasn't just a photo, but an intimate gesture that spoke volumes about their bond. For a man who has often been scrutinized in the media for his love life, Pete seemed to be embracing this relationship with a level of warmth and seriousness that fans hadn't quite seen before. Elsie captioned the photo with humor, calling them a couple silly geese on vacation, a phrase that captured both her lighthearted nature and the genuine fun the two share. With a towel wrapped around her hair and her face makeup-free, Elsie embodied effortless beauty, proving that her charm is rooted in authenticity rather than staged perfection. Her photo roll didn't stop there. Among the playful moments, she shared a serene image of herself in a bubble bath, cradling her bump with both hands, as though physically reinforcing the protective love she already felt for her unborn child. The photo had a quietness to it, an intimate window into her private joy, contrasting the brighter, louder photos of the couple together. In another bold move, she playfully showed off her figure from a different angle, posting a photo of herself in a bright orange thong-string bikini as she worked on her tan. Rather than coming across as overly posed, the image radiated confidence and highlighted her playful side, proving she's equally unafraid of humor and self-assurance. The couple also shared snapshots from their seaside adventures. One especially sweet picture captured Elsie wrapping her arms around Pete as they floated in the turquoise waters of the Greek coast. The picturesque town in the background made for a postcard-perfect setting, but what caught everyone's attention was how genuinely at ease the couple looked together. Gone was the awkwardness that sometimes followed Pete in paparazzi photos with past girlfriends. This was a man smiling, relaxed, fully immersed in the moment with someone who seemed to balance his energy. Other lighter moments from the trip added to the story of their getaway. One candid shot showed Pete in a black and green shirt sitting at an outdoor restaurant table, his attention caught by a lone gray cat. The humor wasn't lost on fans. For a comedian like Pete, even a small detail like a stray cat could provide endless amusement. And then there was Pete the foodie, indulging in lobster while sporting a New York Yankees cap and a shirt that read, "Gettin' a Lucky." The contrast between his signature casual style and the upscale dish added another layer of humor to their Greek adventure. Earlier in the week, Elsie had been seen striking poses aboard a yacht, dressed in a skimpy purple two-piece bikini that highlighted her pregnancy glow. The sun-kissed images reflected both luxury and ease, the kind of experience that makes a vacation unforgettable. Her photos weren't just about fashion or scenery, they captured the spirit of a woman embracing change while celebrating the present. But amid all the lighthearted vacation fun, Pete added a surprising note of vulnerability when he admitted last week that he initially felt bad after they publicly announced the pregnancy. Known for his self-deprecating humor, Pete turned the moment into a mix of comedy and honesty, expressing that the news, while joyful, came with its own weight. For a man who has struggled in the past with being overexposed in the media, the idea of his private joy becoming a public spectacle was something he wasn't entirely comfortable with at first. Still, Elsie's playful pregnancy reveal helped soften the edges. She announced the news by posting photos of the couple with a sonogram, captioning it with tongue-in-cheek humor, "Welp, now everyone knows we had sex." The comment went viral, perfectly capturing the mix of humor and honesty that defines their relationship. This style of announcement reflected the way both Pete and Elsie handle their public lives. Unlike some celebrity couples who stage magazine covers or elaborate photo shoots, they leaned into humor and authenticity. The reaction from fans was immediate. While some were shocked at how quickly Pete's life seemed to be evolving, most comments poured in with love, congratulations, and excitement for the couple. Elsie's light-hearted approach, paired with Pete's honest admission, made them seem more relatable than most Hollywood couples. What makes this chapter in Pete Davidson's life especially fascinating is the contrast it offers against his past. Over the years, Pete has been linked to several high-profile women, Ariana Grande, Kim Kardashian, Kate Beckinsale, and others, relationships that often became more about tabloid fodder than genuine connection. In each case, his whirlwind romances became headline material, with debates about why women were so drawn to him. But with Elsie, things appear different. Rather than being defined by red carpets, paparazzi chases, or dramatic breakups, this relationship has unfolded in a more grounded, natural way. Their pregnancy announcement, complete with jokes and tender photos, seems to mark a turning point for Pete, one where the comedian known for his chaotic dating history is now preparing for fatherhood. Elsie herself is no stranger to the public eye. A successful model and actress, she has worked with top brands and graced the covers of magazines, but what sets her apart is her grounded demeanor. Unlike many Hollywood figures, she often projects a sense of ease and authenticity, whether in stripped-down makeup-free selfies or candid vacation shots. Her ability to laugh at herself while also embracing glamorous moments makes her appealing to fans who crave relatability in an age of overly curated celebrity personas. For Elsie, this pregnancy seems not only to be a personal milestone but also a way of redefining herself in the eyes of the public, not just as a model, but as a partner, a soon-to-be mother, and a woman willing to share both joy and humor with the world. The Greece trip, then, wasn't simply a vacation, it was a visual diary of a couple transitioning into a new stage of life. Each photo, whether playful or serene, documented the intersection of romance, parenthood, and personal growth. Fans who have followed Pete's career from his early SNL days to his headline-making romances now have a chance to see him in a different light, calmer, more grounded, yet still retaining his signature wit. For Pete Davidson, the narrative of his life has always been one of contradiction. He is a comedian who has turned personal tragedy, mental health struggles, and heartbreak into material for laughs, yet beneath the humor lies someone deeply vulnerable. The pregnancy news, shared through Elsie's playful humor and Pete's raw honesty, adds another layer to that contradiction. It is both a joyous celebration and a deeply human acknowledgement of the fears that come with such a major change. The photos from Greece captured that duality beautifully, Pete the Joker in his "gettin' lucky" shirt, and Pete the tender partner pressing his stomach against Elsie's growing bump.